Hello, and welcome to Simulacra Studios presents Trinity Continuum Aeon ASIYAH. I am your story guide, Scott. These are my awesome players. Our information is all on the screen. When last we left our freelance Psi users, they were still in transit.
Man, we've been in transit for 3 episodes.
I mean, space is big, and
One of the main things about it.
it's one of the main things about it. And when you don't have access to teleportation, you actually have to deal with time as
Damien,
well.
come home.
We miss you, and not just for logistics.
I miss you, Jonathan.
Fine, I'll just leave. Bye.
Also, Damien, come home.
No, I have everybody in this. Thank you.
But anyway, yes, trial to transit was happen. There's through some negotiations in which the things that shouldn't have been said didn't get said, but the meaning was conveyed, and now everyone's kind of like awkwardly just not talking about the
we
fact.
didn't really need like state secrets or anything. We were just like, we wanted the news.
Yeah, you got the news. And the news was that the proxy of Orgatech kind of dumped everyone's dirty laundry and announced that he was joining up with the fascists. But he put it in a way that made it seem like he was doing it for the benefit of humanity.
Yeah, for
I
the
wonder
greater
why
good.
he's doing that. Yeah, that's a good question, and everyone kind of had a feel about it.
Oh, there's many feels.
We're gonna have many more feelings when we get back.
Oh.
You got the Doyen containment unit fully constructed, ready to go. And you had a couple of tactical meetings with your Siberia allies about what exactly this operation that you're doing in System 26, which is kind of one of the systems that is under control of the corrupted Siberia faction. And they're going to hit in-system while you hit out-of-system. And we currently have 5 Siberia ships towing a powered-down ASIYAH into the asteroid belt region, where hopefully you'll only have to deal with 3 enemy Siberia ships.
Hopefully.
That's not how these things go.
We'll see.
We'll see.
We can wish.
So, you guys are how is everyone situated as the timer is counting down?
I'm not gonna be on. I am with the toasters. I mean drones down in the. They're SIs. These are the SI drones.
Yes.
I'm with them, ready for launch.
Yeah.
I'm going to request that Vega give me a bit of a boost.
Yes.
Link up with you.
Yep,
All right.
You're
so
in the boosty time.
I'll be your battery.
you are with the not quite Roger battle droid.
They're better. They're literally, I think, like the traditional Cylons.
Yeah.
Like the combat Cylons.
Yeah.
That's what I'm imagining.
Very
Do
much
you
so.
think they will ever give us health care?
Roger.
No.
Are we going to be mentally linked? I'm assuming all of us should be.
Sure, if you want to
Okay,
be.
I'm going to turn on the quantum shield.
I mean, that will drain our power very fast if all 4 of us are going.
No, I'm in mental link. I'm not silent.
Oh, yeah, we can be mind shared, whatever.
Silent is not good for me.
Yeah, it's not good for.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can be mind shared, of course.
Yeah, I figured it would be. That way we can be able to know which one is targeted.
Yep.
Since I'll point it out as soon as I
Yep.
power it
I got
down.
enough.
Okay. Intricate.
And I'm gonna
I'm trying to
activate.
remember if I have. Was it encapsulate or empower?
For which that's
Psi. Oh, okay.
that's in power. That's the
Yeah,
level
that's
5 power.
empower. Yep. Okay.
No, I got it. Thank God. Phew. That would have been embarrassing.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
So-
So bump me up to 6.
You good? Yep.
Thank you.
So increases attunement range duration to maximum of extreme. Double 9s on any roll involving their psi.
Oh, okay, cool. Double
Yep,
9.
double 9s. That's the big thing, but it
That's
does give
right.
you some other bonuses.
Yep. Let me look at the fly special things.
Oh, actually, if you push. Well, yeah, so attunement range, not regular range.
So I think I want to up my
You
physicals.
want me to hand out the
Yeah, please do.
what is it? The stations?
Yeah.
That's what I'm checking.
Yeah, so you guys get kind of a hollow display of like the area of engagement that you're going. The plan is that they are going to come in, and there is a essentially a auto factory in this part of the asteroid belt. that you guys are going to be coming in basically warping in on top of, and they are going to hit that factory to try and attract the nearby Siberia. Just in case they don't know exactly where they are, so they're going to make a big noise to provoke
Bring 'em
a
out.
response. Yeah.
All right.
What station does Alex want?
Engineering, I guess.
Got it.
Was it buffing anyone else?
Embolden, please.
Yes. Can do.
I'm gonna be shooting.
Does anyone need their mentals raised while we're at it?
I mean, I'm a dumb motherfucker, so probably.
You want tactical?
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you. Double nines.
There's the double nines.
Excellent.
All the way around.
I've got
Good.
the. Sorry.
Let's see.
Thank you.
Trying to decide if I need to be smart.
Make sure you're keeping track of psi expenditures.
Oh,
Yep.
Mine are very minimal because I've already set up, and I'm not going to be doing much. At least not for this part of it.
Yeah.
Everybody, I can't do this for other people anymore.
That's fine.
Nope, that's fine. Because I can also boost me too. I'm just trying to see if I want physical or mental for flying.
Right. So the counter counts down. From you guys are at about a minute out.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Everybody boosted, ready to go.
Yep.
Oh, speaking of boosted, do we want the ASIYAH to be in boost mode or not?
Oh, I don't think we need that.
Okay. Because we get a bonus to not being avoided, to be void notice if we're boosted.
I think we might, and we can always fix it.
Okay. Do it. We can fix it.
All right. So yeah, you turn that on. So for this scene, it is boosted. Its power and durability scale go up, and all sorts of other
So
cool
you're
shit.
going to get a
on.
plus 3 to your handle, 3 enhancement to your handling.
Okay. Awesome.
All right. So let's roll initiative, everybody.
All right. Everyone's favorite time.
Always gotta ask.
It is the higher of your Dex Cunning. Oh, no, sorry. No, Dex Empathy or Cunning Athletics.
6. Yes.
No, wait. That's so many ones.
Oh, I got a success.
Chris Ross applesauce.
That's how, that is how I'm
Right,
stated.
actually, I have 3,
Yes.
sorry.
Oh, you got 3?
I got 6.
Well,
Wow.
Oh, aren't you
Good for
special?
you.
So
fast guys.
yeah. So what that means is as the ship warps in and is sort of on top of this auto factory, there are 3 Sideria class ships just sort of right there. And one of them is going to be firing directly at the ASIYAH. They
Okay.
seem to be positioned perfectly to intercept you.
Son of a...
Gee.
Roll that
So,
beautiful beam footage.
Yep, you're going to need to...
What am I rolling?
So you're rolling just your pilot, just straight piloting, no attribute, no nothing, just piloting.
And
Oh.
across the mind link, LOL, first contact with the enemy.
And you get plus 2 to this.
Okay. Okay. So with plus 2, that's 5.
Yep.
Wait. No, wait. That's 6. Double 9s. Wait, no, it's pilot. It's just pilot.
just straight pilot. It's
yep,
because
no
it's just a
doubles.
defense roll.
Yep, so 5.
1, 2, 3. I see 3.
But you said plus 2.
Oh, yeah, you were including the 5. Sorry.
I got fucking no successes. So
doing good.
So
Let me
my nice little
dance.
enhancement bonuses and all that, all the good shit that I could have.
Are you sure you don't want to spend some momentum to make it a basic
I
system?
can't do that.
You don't have any corruption.
I don't have any corruption to fuck with this roll. So even though they appear to be like right on your ass with like a full full volley, Vega is able to. Well, you have to power the ship on and like jut forward under your own power. and you zip past this opening volley.
Do a barrel roll.
She does the stupid thing. She doesn't like
Star
veer
Fox.
off. She guns it, and it just goes too far fast, and it just shoot.
Unfortunately, two of your escort ships take hits.
Okay.
From the Sideria ships know how to fight one another. They have yet to encounter the ASIYAH, though.
Yeah.
So that just moved in a way that they weren't expecting.
They're just like, ah!
So yeah, but yeah, your two of your escort ships aren't like taken out, but they have taken damage.
Got it.
All right, so that is their go. So it is a firefight. So who had the highest after? Okay.
Roger. This is kind of where I'm at because I'm waiting to be launched.
I mean, I guess you have to open
Yeah,
for us.
If I can go, if you can hold that, I'm going to target the cube of the ship that is basically.
That just zipped past, basically.
Yeah. Yep. That's,
With a salvo. Okay.
Yep. So that they can launch
All right.
at it.
All right. Roll your technokinesis.
Oh, I get 9 again, so which is nice. Man, I am rolling for such crap tonight. 1, 2, 3, 4. Plus 2 enhancement. So that is 6 total enhancement to try to. Basically, I'm going to use access to target that cube and just drain all of the power and reroute any power coming towards it from any other sources. Just block out all of its power and IO.
Okay. Yeah, you get in and begin the shutdown process. You did not. You succeeded in getting in and being able to start twisting the knobs and blah, blah, blah. However, there was a complication on that roll that you wouldn't have been able to have bought off.
Well, even with
Because like the second that you get in, you kind of get hit with a disorientation of just how damaged this mind is. Like from what you are used to interacting with the other Sideria, like this is a mind that is just completely disordered and is not functioning in a sane way. And it is incredibly disorienting. So you manage to get in, get a foothold, but you have to take us before you can actually shut things down.
I have to orient myself.
Yeah, you have to orient yourself to try and actually figuring out to do that. But you got in.
All right.
All right, who are you passing it to next?
I will now pass it to. Do you want to go ahead and start maneuvering so you can be ready next turn to get it out of there? Or
Yeah, well, we got to get. It's not disabled, so it's moving. Like
it is.
I assume the plan was us. It would
I'll
be
do
disabled. What? Okay. Sorry.
Let me just shoot. I'll just shoot one. I'll just shoot the
You're
engine.
shooting
I'll
one?
just shoot the engines of one of them.
Okay.
So they can't chase us.
Gotcha.
That's a good roll. Okay. So we got.
If you're shooting them, you get +2 enhancement. Are you, which one are you firing? The coil gun or the laser carbine?
I'll probably do the coil gun if they're close enough, just because.
Yeah, this is very close combat. They were right on you.
We'll do
when
coil
they
gun towards the end.
So that's going to be 2 enhancement and +1, and a total of 7 power in your advantage.
Okay. Well, I rolled 7 on the dice alone. So
that's
7 hits.
well, it depends on what their durability or whatnot is.
Their durability skill is 4.
So you had 3 over them, which is +6, so grand total of 13 successes.
Well, that's what I do. Shot at one of their engines.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah, you definitely have that, and you do have enough of successes to basically hit a disabling shot.
Yeah, I'll just disable them and throw the rest to the pool.
Yeah, you take one out. It's still active. Like it can still shoot at you, but it's just going in one direction now.
Yeah, so whatever remains left of that, I will put up in the pool.
Okay.
With momentum.
All right. I'll add some momentum to the pool. Right.
Spend
Okay.
it.
Who do you go to next?
Are there any more of their turns that need to be taken care of?
No, they opened up.
Okay.
They did an opening. They got you on initiative, so they just blew their load on all three of them. Blew their load on.
So I guess Vega to get us into a better position, or get
Yeah.
us, or at least fly defensively so they don't blow us out of the fucking sky.
Yeah, there's always
Yeah.
you can always do evasive maneuvers, which is just let you
Or-
basically boost your defense above what normally would be allowed. Or you can try to do some other stuff.
Is there something we could do to draw their fire in this case? Because
Let's see.
the Sideria ships, we don't want to. We could take the hit.
Intercept horse. That negates speed advantage.
We're on really fast.
Oh, okay. We can do we can do cover. We can cover the other vessels if we wanted to.
Okay. Where's that?
That's a survival thing. I don't know.
Yeah, you got to pick one skill that
Oh.
you're using.
Let's stick with
Pilot
pilots.
then.
Pilots were aim because these other two are not so good.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are you doing?
I think I'm just gonna do evasive maneuvers in this
Okay.
case.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make that roll.
Yep.
Okay. I will make that roll. Damn it. I'll curse while I make that roll.
Well, I guess that answers the question as to whether we were talking to the normal ones or not. I know that wasn't really a question anymore, but confirmed.
Yeah, you see we're definitely talking to the normal ones. Oh.
And you can definitely put up the 3 successes into it.
That was a 9. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And you said 3 successes?
You can put up the 3 of those hits into evasive, so it increases our defense until your next action on top of anything you roll for defense. So
Okay.
basically our base defense is 4 right now, on top of anything else you roll later in the round.
And then you can put the
Okay.
remainder into momentum if you want.
Okay, yeah, because I rolled 7.
Yeah, that's good. So yeah, you can put.
The 3 momentum.
Yeah. All right. Awesome. Yeah. So the your Sideria allies go. They basically take disabling shots and are swarming around, engaging with the enemy. Yeah. So you're just basically holding.
I'm basically
action?
holding my action until I get the go that they're disabled, so we can go and basically so we can hit a dead, a derelict in space.
All right. So what we're going to have to do, Alex, is we're going to have to do a roll off of your technokinesis versus its control to see if you can basically race it to just before it self-destructs.
Use all momentum you can use.
We have
8.
lots.
Yep.
I got 8 on the dice with my enhancement.
Sorry.
How much momentum we got?
Like 9, 7.
I filled it up a good
So
chunk.
as much as you can use, which is like 3, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
3 is the most I can use. Okay, so I got 8, so I guess that takes me to 11.
Okay. Yeah, you are orienting yourself. You're finding your place in this system. You're looking for the input outputs. You detect like this bright yellow energy that starts to like burn down a central core of it, and you're able to intercept that, find the input outputs, and just basically sever the power.
Yep. I reroute that power that it was going to use to burn itself out to burn out its connection to its ship.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah,
Over the mental link, I just paint which one it is that I did that to. That one's cube's disabled.
Pass it to me. I'm going to take out the next one.
yep.
I'm going to take out the next one.
Okay.
I'm going to take out...
they go before you.
Oh, okay. I didn't know we were doing. Okay.
Just because they were in
conflict?
conflict,
Already,
yeah.
Worked for me.
Makes sense.
Right. So, they are not attacking the ASIYAH. They're attacking the two that are active are going to attempt to just attack the disabled vessel. Which is
How physically far away is it?
the disabled vessel.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pretty close.
Got an idea?
Put a telekinetic shield around it.
1,000 kilometers close? Because if so,
Yeah, I mean, in this sort of like right on top of each other, kind of because you guys showed up right on top of each other.
And
was
if
also
the
going to offer
moment,
something,
since I
but-
was holding my action, the moment
Yeah.
you said that thing was disabled, I launched, which means we are coming in close.
you can do a reflexive shield, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm going to do. So
Right.
get it, and
yeah,
then basically
it's like
just,
at the edge of your range,
Right.
but you can make a roll. You can see how much you can apply for it
do it.
because it's dead in the water, so it's an easy target.
Yep. Which is good because I can actually, if I get enough successes,
Can I still do something reflexive as well?
Yes.
Cool. Well, he's figuring that out. I'm going to consult something right quick.
5, and that's a parakinetic shield. 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I easily get it, and I'm going to go ahead and give it a 1 point of durability.
Okay.
Scale advantage.
All right.
So it basically gives it extra health. It gives it essentially light cover. So it's got 4 health levels.
Well, the first one misses as it's being harried by its cousins. Let's see how the second one does.
Old unidirectional Danny over there.
The second one lances a shot out from the cover that slams into your shield and dissipates it. Otherwise, it would have been a direct hit.
Ooh. Good call.
All right, so that's your go. The boarding vessel launches. It is under SI. It's basically one of the Siberia is piloting it remotely,
Okay, got it.
and it rockets towards the disabled ship that's like kind of listing in an unpowered direction.
All right, go, go, go.
All right, so yeah.
I'm going to take out the engines on the other one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that. Try again.
Isn't that nice?
I don't like that.
You're just 51st dating this fight.
Yes, I am.
Nope.
I don't like
nope,
that one either.
Nope. No, there you go.
All right, 2 more.
What's the
I
song
remember
from Russian
having a roll
Doll?
like that, where you're
Yeah.
just like, nope. I blow like all 9 of these. Nope.
Nope, I do not give a shit. I'm not goofing this roll.
The cool thing is you can pick whichever one.
Yeah, I know. I'm not. It's not. No, I'm trying to get a roll where I roll above. Like, okay, that's a good enough roll. So 4 on the dice plus enhancement of the weapon. So,
Yeah, plus, so you have total of +2 enhancement. Then your power scale is 7.
Okay, what does
And
the
their
power scale
durability
do
is
for
4.
me? What does the power scale do here? Actually,
No, power scale is just minus their durability.
They have a durability scale.
Okay.
So actually, you're using the coil gun, right? Your power scale is 8.
No, I'm counting that in. Power boosted is 6 for
Oh,
the
okay,
Asire.
gotcha.
The
I
coil
rolled-
gun gives a never into 7.
I'm gonna roll. I rolled for one of the. I'm just assuming it probably did what it was supposed to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
I take out the engines.
Take out the engines on another one, and the 5 Siberia vessels quickly contain and like isolate and disable the third one.
All right, we're all clear on the other 2.
Okay, almost there. About the
All right.
impact. 3, 2, 1.
More power rolls.
As the ship lands and begins breaching process, like when the door comes, there is a blast of lasers as its own drones.
Hello, boys.
Yeah, there's a robot fight.
Robot fight.
But fight!
What are you doing?
Yeah. So
I mean, you think they've got this robot fight handled?
I'm actually going to snake my way through the robot fight so I can get to the core as quickly as I can.
Since I'm still in the ship, can I start lighting the way for him, basically using...
Ring.
Yeah,
Lights.
absolutely you can.
Yeah, so I can probably feel where he is.
Yeah.
Yep.
So basically, you see just random LEDs start and bits of components start to light the way to get you to the core.
But I actually will need a technology roll as you have to overcome this ship is not designed for a person to be on.
Okay, got it. Understood.
So you're gonna have to find your way through hatches and.
Or I can just physically rip my way through it. All right, but I'll totally do it with technology.
Might get hurt.
Yeah, that could cause damage.
I will
know what?
do cunning. I have no technology. We'll see how well this goes.
Well, you might end up in the spark factory, and no one wants that.
I did sort of turn it
Spark
into a spark
factory.
factory.
You guys hear sort of all over your radios. We've got multiple incoming spatial distortions. They're sending forces our way from the inner system.
Understood.
All right.
I got no successes, so I'd like to use
Use
two
it.
momentum from pool,
Yeah,
please, to
Use
get
yeah,
to
go.
All right.
That's the thing.
Do it.
That ping
Yeah.
us
Why
half.
don't you use... No.
We do the half.
Yep.
Yay!
Woo, we did it.
And I think that's mostly due to your instructions.
You
Yeah.
can follow a line.
Yeah, so you get, eventually you kind of you are in a very, very cramped space that you kind of mostly following Alex's directions to get to. And you essentially are in a chamber about the size of a kitchen stove. That's the size of the actual chamber that you're kind of. So you have to reach a hand in,
Yeah,
and I need you to roll defense.
got it.
Claustrophobic just thinking about it.
Puck.
Defense. That's a total of 3.
3 successes. Three defense. Okay. You're going to take a damage.
I'll effectively activate a TK telekinetic shield. So my TK will take my parakinetic shield will take some of the damage first.
Okay, it does not do so because this is a laser blast.
You can do an energy shield.
No, the energy shield covers that.
Okay, so you need to say energy shield.
Yeah, once you have that power, which I
okay,
innately
so-
do, it basically
Okay,
is
gotcha.
always
Okay,
there.
yeah. All right, yeah. So you take that damage, and then it is also going to crit you.
Got it. That gets rid. I believe that. No, I think I have one more. Yeah, I have one more damage I can take from the for my cover from the shield.
And I will let you. You can reflexively roll attunement.
Got it. Ooh.
Ah,
Oh.
I see. Interesting.
Attunement. Okay,
Right.
that's a total of 8 dice. I've never seen so many 7s in my life.
The pain.
Oh,
The pain.
How
only
much?
we're aberrants.
How much momentum do we have?
We have 3.
Left?
You can use it.
Yeah.
I want to use 2 of it, so I get a grand total of 4. No, sorry.
I will tell you that you
5.
don't need that.
Okay, got it.
You just needed to succeed the roll.
I succeeded on the roll.
That was a biolaser.
Oh,
That was a photokinetic blast. As you kind of jump back a little bit, and you get a better view of the core of this cube that you know what it looks like because
Yeah.
you've been seeing that, but kind of surrounding it, not conforming to any earth flora or fauna is like this kind of lattice work of biotech lattice around it that like a little pseudopod raised and blasted you with a photokinetic blast.
I got company, everyone.
Vega, I need you to link with me and murder that thing, please.
Oh, sure.
Thank you.
Okay, so that takes an action for you to link.
Absolutely.
Yep. I'm just gonna autopilot.
Yeah. Boop. Yeah, there's incoming, but it's not going to be for a couple rounds.
Okay.
And yeah.
I feel more conflicted about killing this than I did that. No, never mind.
Anyway. Okay, so you take the action to link. You've already done your
I
action.
already did my action.
So we're at top of the round. Trying to think. Yep, there's no enemies that can do anything
At least for a few moments.
for a few moments.
Touch the chart.
You don't need to touch anything. You're already touching.
So yeah, so we're at top of the round. So I think it's your go.
Okay. Reflexively, I want to do some quantum sense. I'm just confirming something, so
Okay.
I don't misunderstand what the hell's going on. Seven successes on. This isn't like. Is this active psi use or is this a biotech thing?
This is a piece of biotech.
Okay, so it's not the Doyen. I thought it was the Doyen for a second.
No, it looks very like physical.
Yeah.
And like, but like Earth biotech has some sort of basis in a Terra-based life form.
Right.
There's some Fibonacci sequences.
Yeah, there's some
So-
weird actually non-Fibonacci sequence.
Oh,
Insane.
Yeah.
Like
No,
not-
this one's like weird and alien.
weird
Yeah.
and alien. Like you couldn't. It would take a while for you to try and figure out like what kind of life form this is based on.
So since it's going to take my actual action, since I know it's not the Doyen, and I'm basically going to telekinetically peel it off the core.
Okay. Make a roll.
Yep, that'll be 4 successes.
Okay, I'm actually going to give it a roll. 2. Ooh, Jesus. Nope, not quite enough. Yeah, you get your telekinetic fingers in it and pull it off.
Cool.
And it is like writhing and like attempting to reorient itself.
Alex, can you open the emergency hatch?
Yeah.
Never mind. You don't need his face.
So who's going next?
Even better.
It's fine. It's fine if
I
we
can
don't.
go next and open a hatch for him.
Go,
Yeah, go ahead. You do that.
Yeah, go next and take care of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're in the system. You're able to basically open like the jettison core hatch effectively.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping that we'd be able to do. It's like, oh yeah, this thing has to get in and out somehow, right? Mm-hmm. So, he opens up, just toss it out in space.
Go there.
Well, that would take an action
That's fine.
for you to do. So you're holding it. What are you guys doing?
Look, you can still kill that thing.
You might as well just kill it.
Sure. Okay.
It's a bad thing.
Yeah, so because I'm linked with you, I don't actually have to touch it.
No.
So
Yeah,
it's
you can just kill it.
You just need to roll versus what it's probably a tier 1 thing.
Kablowie.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 to murder.
Yep. It kind of ruptures from the inside of its weird bladders and pseudopods.
I feel a
Ew.
little bad about that
Thanks,
one.
Vega. But ew.
Yeah. Nope.
I'm glad there's no cameras in here for me to see out of.
Oh well.
But yeah, so it's kind of just hanging limp in your.
Let it go.
Yep.
Now, when it gets back to my action, I can actually, start removing the core.
Yep. Yeah, that would be your action.
I guess I will. Ooh. This will be funny. How far?
was 5.
We have this. I
That
know
was
we
tier
do. We have
one.
the disturbances, like where they're going to warp in at. Like, do we have an idea of where those bubbles are coming from?
Give me a Enigmas roll.
Okie dokie. Hey, I have a little enigmas
I
from my
have an idea.
from my time
It just keeps getting stuck on the bottom of it.
in school.
Yeah.
Does Lightning Calculator help with this?
Yes.
Absolutely. That's great. Because I'm a dingus otherwise. Oh wait, I was looking for hunger dice. And that's why I was like, what are my hunger dice? Silly
Ooh, that's some
boy.
streams I do not want to cross.
I have a setting, a vampire in Aeon setting. Idea.
Okay, so that should do me 4.
4.
Really
with
sounds
everything.
weird.
Yeah, you plot some trajectories, like they're coming from in system to the out system. You think you have 2 rounds before the first one of them shows up.
And I'm going to share they will be appearing here, here, and here.
Yep.
And it's like, aim your guns there, please.
Yeah, they send. Right. So we're back at top of initiative. So yeah.
Now I can start removing the actual core, like telekinetically.
This will need a technology roll for you to disengage kind of the mechanical aspects of it.
Wow,
Like there are some like unpowered, like that's not connected to a servo or anything.
right. They're physically bolted to the ship.
Yeah.
If you have if you have, video that you can feed us, which I assume you probably would, can I help him?
Yeah, I'm gonna need some help
Yeah.
with this. I'm probably like, Alex, I need a little help here because this is not stuff I'm used to. So because this is just straight cunning for me, and I didn't get boosted by use.
Nope, you didn't.
I thought I'd be fine. Ooh, I have a weird idea.
3, 4, 5,
Oh?
plus 3.
Let's
So
see
that's
if I
8.
can do this.
So I'll give you 8 for directions.
Okay, so you
perfect.
get
That's the level 3 power, so I can try to push it. One, two, 3, 5. Unfortunately, I do not activate that power.
okay.
Wait. I do have the push-up power. Now, the difficulty got too high. Nope.
Okay, so you failed to activate the power.
Yep, failed to activate the power.
Momentum.
Yay. But I can still make that roll. I was trying to use enhancement on myself, but I was not good enough.
yeah.
I got 2 successes.
2 successes. And
the
with
enhancement.
the enhancement from Alex, yeah, you unbolt the things, you get it. You kind of back out a little bit, and there are 4 remaining Cylon drones. And they basically you can basically march back out to a place, and they one of them gets back into the boarding vessel,
Right.
and 3 of them begin to like engage their jets to go off for 3 different vessels.
Okay. Okay.
So you have the vessel that you planned on going to.
Yeah. Which is not going to be the ASIYAH. I'm
Not going to
gonna
go
go one or the other.
And so yeah, like that will probably get like you could basically like latch onto one of the drones, or you could get into the boarding vessel.
I'll get into the boarding vessel.
Yeah, because that'll go quicker.
Yeah.
So yeah, you'll get that. They launch. They're on their way. That's so. What action are you taking?
Fox has the.
They're not here yet,
They're
right?
not here yet.
Okay. I was thinking I could try and get into an attack pattern since you know where they're going to be. That way you will have enhancement on your next aim.
Even more enhancement.
Yeah, it will
Yeah.
actually stack because it'll stack up to +5 total enhancement.
Right?
Because for each one, she adds a level enhancement up to +5. It lets you break some of the rules.
Yep. Sorry. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 successes.
So you can get
Plus Do I still get a +3 or no?
No, this is for your
Attack pattern.
you get handling. Yes, so it's +3.
Okay,
Awesome.
so 9.
Nice.
Was helping him my action, or do I still get an action?
No, you can get it. You can.
Okay. I want to initiate. I want to now that I don't need control of that system anymore. I want to initiate dynamic control from photokinesis. That's where I make a laser show.
Okay.
Basically, I want to make a lay down a complication field around where one of them's coming in. That
Okay.
will, basically, they'll have a complication moving
Yeah,
through or
you know
firing
where
through
the
it.
they're not all coming in at the same
Yeah,
time.
that's what I was gonna pick
you
one
know
of
where the
them.
first one is going.
All right,
Like
well, the very first one
the
that
very
is going to be
first one?
arriving in.
Awesome.
I can actually, I actually can do this in between different fields. I can do it
Oh,
up to
neat.
5 spots. Yeah, level 4 abilities. So let's see how many I actually get.
You were able to give +3 to him,
Okay.
and that's the
Yeah.
most you can give him.
At 9 against. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so, yeah, there's a laser light area effect complication in each of those spots that is equal to my mode divided by 2. So I guess that's that's a complication of 2.
Okay. Awesome.
And if they go through that and fail to buy it off, they get an injury.
Neat.
You literally put up a laser grid
Yep.
for them to fly through.
I will say that.
And I only did 3 instead of 5.
Yeah, I will say that the injury won't be happening because their durability scale is going to be able to tank it, but they will still have the complication to buy off to
Navigating
navigate.
Or aiming through is really,
Yeah.
really I'm
Yes,
trying to
they'll
have
have
their
they'll,
ability to
yeah,
aim through.
they will still have to navigate the for aiming.
Yep.
But their
makes-
armor
yeah.
armor can tank your
My little light.
your little laser lights. Does good on a person,
It's
not
really
so
good
much on a
person,
spaceship.
But yeah, basically they're gonna
okay.
show up in the party.
Asher, what are you doing?
Activating least resistance.
Okay.
Just in case this goes
Just in case
real
something
Yeah,
bad.
happens.
mark
up.
one off because I just.
Yeah, I've been doing it.
Yeah, and you mark.
I do.
Yeah,
Yep.
Make sure to mark off
Mark
because
off.
he's using a psi power.
Yep, I do.
Well, no, yeah.
Yeah, you guys
Yeah,
too.
Okay, gotcha.
Yep, so you
Oh
guys.
yeah, I need to mark one off when you use yours too.
Yep.
fine.
But yes, I activated. We
So
are.
good.
Now this might just be a beautiful dream. We'll see how it goes in the next round when they show up.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're fine.
You. Yeah. So she's still piloting it.
Yep.
Remotely. So she's pretty good at that. Yeah. So she zips her way into the loading dock of the Siberia vessel that you're getting into. Luckily, you're in the boarding vessel itself is a lot more hospitable than like the interior of the Siberia.
Yeah, I'll let the robots be robots in there.
Yeah,
I'm just
exactly.
gonna stay right here next to the egg.
And it zips off. The Siberia vessel engages its Alcubierre drive and goes off in a direction.
See you on the other side.
Anybody?
And yeah, you guys can
We're
still.
Let's go.
Yeah, you guys can still maintain psychic connection.
As long as we're not
communication.
like several light years away from each other, we're good.
It's like 50 AU or
Yeah.
50 light years.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you're
It's
good.
big.
Okay, so who goes next?
Vega, get us out of here.
Yep. All right, I can do that. Evasive maneuvers.
Yeah, do it.
Four successes?
Yep, and with the assistance
Oh,
of
plus the 3.
yeah, with the assistance of the laser light shield, you basically like pass each other in warp. Like there's like a moment when you guys are in the same kind of like physical space, and some laser fire that's landed in your direction, but it gets deflected and whatnot, and you are gone.
Yay!
Eat it.
We are so fast.
Yeah. So I will say it takes about a half a day of traveling in kind of like a pseudo-randomized course. And you eventually meet back up.
He's in the egg for part of it going, I'm glad I downloaded these wrestling matches. It's
Yeah.
not that bad.
You just hear tell him not to turn her back on yet, and then I just fall asleep.
I have not touched. You get not Not touching it.
It is not connected to a power source. Its sort of internal battery has been disconnected. So yeah, it is just a hunk of silicate, very delicate, elaborate silicate, silica crystal. So you guys.
Is it has like an outer like metallic shell, or is it just like a crystal that?
It is a crystal. It has like some metallic like inputs and outputs.
Oh, interesting. Ooh, it's super weird. It's super fancy looking.
But yeah, so about a half a day goes by of maneuvering and making sure that you guys do not catch a tail. But yeah, the one ship that saw you was busy and had a laser show to deal with, so it did not like get your heading.
Right.
You guys meet up in sort of basically empty space.
And we will transfer over back over to the ASIYAH.
And you have these these 5 ships are surrounding yours.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna I'm gonna just lock on to the nearest corrupted Siberia ship. Like I'm always just gonna be
Okay, you're watching for it.
You're in Overwatch right now.
I'm in Overwatch
Yeah.
I
mode.
do check on the Doyen trap before we do when I wake back up after a nap because I was awake for a long time, just to make sure it's still in fine working condition.
Okay, give me a roll to get into its system to assess it.
Yep, and I'm just going to. I'm actually gonna ghost into it this time. I'm just going to use my usual access to look through it. That gives me more enhancement.
There's something in there.
Yeah, I got one.
Just the one little guy in there.
Yep, so that's 4.
Sometimes you just need one success.
Yeah.
So, if we do, since I'm downcasting it, does that still stack with favored mode enhancement, or is it just one or the other?
What did I write? I haven't actually got to that one. I would say yes.
Okay, so in that case, that's 4, 5, 6.
You give it a good thorough scan. It has not been tampered with. It is in fine working order.
I think it's fine.
Yeah, I'm thinking this Doyen specializes in like technology, obviously, so it sets up a lot of contingency traps, so he doesn't have to actively be aware or actively doing anything at any given moment.
Yeah, that spongy little laser.
I have a
guy.
question.
Yes.
Did you bring the corpse of the? You left it there. Okay.
Yep. Nope.
The flower corpse thing?
Yeah, I didn't think I was too focused on the egg. I was not thinking about.
There's no way we could have known. Yeah, we had to.
I had an idea.
Also, I think
to
he wouldn't
ask
have
for
brought
it,
because it
but-
has a connect. As much as it's been a good connection for us, it's also a connection from it, and I didn't want to give it any more.
But the drawback of that is you don't know exactly what that thing was or what it was capable of.
Yeah.
Correct.
Right. Yeah. So we'll come in on a scene basically in the ASIYAH's engineering bay, where kind of a chassis has been set up for the cube. The 4 of you are there. Sideria is there in her embodied thing, as is Akiva. You guys have all had enough rest to get your psi reserves back.
Yay.
So, I'm addressing the Siberia that's with us. She was in a pretty bad state. I'm gonna briefly interact with her before we were able to shut her down, so this might be a little tricky, just so you know. Whatever that thing, what that Doyen is doing to them was not great.
We expected as much. Well, I think we can... So here's the question. Do you guys just simply want to start, or should we run some analysis on it?
I'm concerned that anything, if you interact with it, may infect you.
I think you should run some analysis on her because you're the same species, and while we have studied as much as we can of you, it hasn't been very long, and I feel more comfortable with it, but Nathan does raise a good point.
I agree with Nathan.
If there's a way to...
It will.
You're right. There should be a firewall between you and her.
This
Yeah.
Doyen
He's a good technologist.
is very paranoid and
Traps.
loves booby traps. Loves laying contingencies down. There's no way that something that capable didn't set something up in this particular case.
I would.
In fact, we should
We shouldn't
clear the room and
there shouldn't be a Siderian near us while this is happening.
And in fact, Akiva, we should probably shut off someplace.
We need a Faraday cage of some kind.
We can bash something together.
Actually, and he'll stretch his
There
fingers.
is an appropriate.
Yeah, we can.
As part of the engineering bay, there is kind of like a
Okay.
isolated. Well, like-
Yeah, we have to
Okay,
be able
that
to
makes
do
sense.
something.
If you're going to do this, do you want me to run signal interference just in case?
Well, I think you, of the two of us, you're the better at actually I can see the state she's in and work with you, but I mean, you're the one who's more
So
situated fix
to
her.
remind you guys of how
Okay.
you guys figured out how to work it, it is Vega and Alex that
Oh,
need to
okay.
link
No,
up.
I thought
I
you
just
were trying
have.
to- yeah.
Okay.
I've learned from you guys' technique that because of my unique ability to have all of these abilities, that I can do it myself if I absolutely need to.
But he's
I'm
bad at
not
it.
good at
In
it.
that case, yes,
Okay.
make sure nothing, signal interference, and
So, yeah.
make
Yeah.
sure nothing happens to us.
So
Got it.
basically, your electrokinesis provides, basically allows her to
Right.
apply her Vitakinesis
Gotcha.
to this.
All right, let's
So
do this.
basically, you guys link up, and then you don't really.
I don't have to do
you don't make any rolls
Okay.
on this. This is
I just
all
love it.
you.
All right.
Okay.
You can yes, basically by linking together, she can use her Curly and I directly to start diagnosis, because you're going to need to diagnose before you.
Yeah.
And just
Real
in
talk.
case, because I have nothing else going on, I'm going to activate spatial integrity in the room.
Okay.
So no one's
that's
going.
actually a great idea.
No one's going in or out
Gotcha.
through teleportation.
Just in case.
So,
in case.
what I will say before you start, you guys have a decision to make. If you try to do this while it's powered down, there is basically a +2 difficulty to your attempts to use your powers on it, because it is sessile, it is not active. You're essentially trying to perform psychotherapy on an unconscious person.
Okay.
So there's nothing going on in its processes. You power it up, it's going to be active, but it's not connected to anything. So it can't do anything.
I think that we should power it up, and I should be maintaining control of the cradle.
Okay.
So if she tries to,
Yeah. I'm okay with powering it up.
Okay, I'll be running an EM interference just in case anything broadcasts in, out, even through the Faraday cage, just in case. And I will have a TK shield around it, just in case it's got a booby trap in it or something.
All right.
All right. Go ahead and make your curling eye roll.
resistance.
So it powers up
Least resistance. And it's on.
power starts running through it. You are in control of the
Yep.
cradle, basically blocking all of the inputs and outputs. Although it's not even connected. Like
I know it's not connected to
it
anything,
is
but-
literally just connected to the power.
right, but we don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know what
Yeah.
what the Doyen may
Yeah.
have caused her to be able to do, or
Okay. It powered up. And as you are seeing sort of Alex's power just kind of give an overlay to you. This is a severely twisted mind. This has severe mental conditions being placed on it. It has obsession as a mental condition.
Okay.
It has delusion, paranoia, and suicidal ideation. So these are 4 separate psychological conditions that it is being afflicted by.
Okay.
And they are all sort of at max
Level 3.
level 3 potency.
Okay, so this is good.
Good lord.
I would suggest getting rid of the suicidal one first.
Yep. Let's see.
Did you talk me through how you're seeing what this looks like?
Yeah. So is there a way to like restore its template by removing?
Yes, you can use
Okay.
your because you are interfacing through the non-standard link between Alex and yourself. You can use your Vitakinetic abilities to resolve these conditions.
Okay. Yep. All right.
And you can also use as much MSI if you run out too, since we're
1
linked.
+ 1. Okay. Cure all status infections, complications at the same time over the course of one action, assuming they have enough points to cure them.
Yes.
Yep,
Yeah.
which I do.
Yep.
Okay.
You basically use mending, and the complication.
Well, yeah, restore template already includes mending. So
Right,
I
right,
just
right.
have to make sure I'm paying both, which,
Yeah, and these are permanent. These are essentially permanent conditions.
Right.
Like these have been ingrained in it on a sort of fundamental level. So you would have to use
so your
the
Moduts plus Psi, how many is that?
That's 10?
10. So, and it takes, since these are max at 3, it takes 3 points per to get rid of them.
And that was 4 of them.
And there's 4 of them. So you can get rid of 3 of them with your first application.
Okay. Yep, that's fine. I'm still good. All right.
like you would still have to roll to apply the power.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's what I'm about to do.
Okay.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. That's 3 successes. Do I need momentum?
Would you like to spend it?
Well,
How much do we have?
Actually, if you spend get 2 more, you can get all 4 of them done right now.
just do it.
Do it,
Yeah,
spend it.
let's do it.
Okay.
So,
Yeah,
other
you go through and begin to filter your powers through Alex, and begin to undo the basically electronic brainwashing
yeah.
that was done. You're sort of like picked up. You start to pick these apart, and the suicidal ideation. This idea of like, I can't be compromised. I can't. And like my life is worthless if it compromises. That flows into the obsession over this like object of like worship and devotion of this. It is essentially a religious delusion of there is a being that is far greater than me that it needs to be protected and served at all costs.
Okay.
And then the paranoia and all that gets wiped away from it, and you still have like this kind of connection to its processes. You see and can kind of feel that once all of these are washed away, you guys can see kind of like in the mental capacity of it, a scream that has been repressed for years, as the true personality is allowed to occupy the mental space of
So-
it.
Okay.
Because I'm taking control of the cradle, and so kind of his basically dummied the inputs outputs. I'm going to insert my basically interface with her through that. And you're safe now. We'll get you back.
It is
just
like
screaming?
yeah, she is just screaming.
I just try to I hear you, and just let her scream
Okay.
until we can.
Everyone's getting gentle
Yep.
circles on the back.
Yeah.
Everyone's having cool drinks and
and
cold
then-
compresses.
His eyes, actually, Nate's eyes are like closed, like he's concentrating, obviously maintaining several powers at once.
But basically try to make sure that
Background.
if she is able to pay attention enough outside of her screaming
Yeah.
to know that someone else is there, that she does.
Give me a empathy roll.
I'm so good at it. Can I do intellect empathy? 'Cause
Yeah,
I'm
sure.
using my brain for
Absolutely.
this? Awesome.
Empathy
Empathy's hard, man.
Empathy's hard, but I like machines.
I should probably work on my
You
empathy.
love that machine.
I love
to
the
work on
survival.
technology.
Really want it to be all right.
We should nerd
Okay,
out.
next section.
Yeah, I need to. My
that
empathy
is
is
3
maybe be
successes?
slightly better than yours. No, it's about exactly the same.
3 successes. Yeah. You just sort of. You are a voice of reassurance, of calm. Like, this is a scream that has been repressed for years, and it just needs to work itself out. And actually, as
It's
you
like
are
primal
watching this, you see sort of just in reaction to this, you see the condition of post-traumatic stress disorder start to form.
Okay.
But it is a new one, so
Yeah.
it'd actually be a lot easier
To go ahead and get that
to
now.
suppress it or to wipe it away.
Okay.
Besides that, those
You can essentially like dissipate it as it's forming.
Yeah, we want to ease that out
just smooth
like
that
a
out.
knot.
Yeah.
We're just going to work it out.
And since
release.
this is like magic psychic healing, because if you tried to do that in a real world thing, that would be horrible.
That's horrible.
Yeah, no,
But,
you gotta
like, no.
process it.
Hey,
But
I'm
we're
validating your
magically,
It-
psychically processing.
You still have to process it through like therapy, but it doesn't become like this hook in your brain that just won't undo itself, like
Yeah.
a knot that won't.
They'll be
undo
able to
itself.
talk it out.
Yeah. So you basically, yes, it's you basically ease its transition back into control over itself.
Can
Can you see the? Go
Can
ahead.
she hear it? Can she hear us?
Not yet.
Okay. I was just going to be nice. I'm not asking any important
I think
questions.
she's okay now.
Okay.
I'm speaking to the Siberia.
Yeah, they're like waiting at the edge of the Faraday cage.
Actually, I'll come out of the cage. Like I'll actually come out of the cage once you give me the okay.
Are you
I'll
feeling
come
just
out of the cage and be like, think we're good to go for now.
Yes, I can talk to her right now, or at least, but we should probably get her back so she can speak with the rest of you. She's
Yeah.
had a rough go of it.
Yes, please connect her back to the system.
I've again connecting her to her system.
One
How
tiny
is she?
thing, tiny little thing. I'm gonna do subquantum sense. I want to see if there's anything
Most wise.
noetically lingering
Okay.
they didn't notice.
Alex, I was like, I really, really hate to ask you to do this, but you need to check for a programmed booby trap.
You're right,
You
I
have
do.
to. You have to check. We can't
I-
let her out until then.
I'm still
can't
doing
read
the
straight.
electronic equivalent of holding her hand, but yeah, I'm going to inspect
Rolled really well.
inspect her code based on what I know they're supposed to be like very carefully.
That's actually a total with my enhancement. That's a total of 9 successes
Damn.
on subquantum sense.
There is something there. It is laid on it, kind of like on the noetic medium, in the pattern of that lattice work that was on it. So you think that it is what you detect is a noetic connection.
Okay, it's a connection to it. Okay.
But you know that if that thing was on it, and even if you had cleared it, there would have been a relay to if it gets connected to another, like that. You think that lattice work, part of its function was an active relay.
Oh, so because it was on there, it was actively being, got it. But with it being gone, there is no relay anymore.
Yeah, so, yes, so but there is still a noetic connection.
How do
to
we,
it.
this is actually out of play, like, do we just have to, is there any artificial way of removing a noetic connection?
I would say a novel use of fundamentals.
I will. Before, when he comes back in, and before we're kind of getting enough, he looks at it and goes, wait. You need to check for any, as he said, any sort of fundamental programming.
Just
Go ahead. This thing still has a connection to it. I'm going to scrub it clean.
do I need to do that via technology, or can I do that my usual way via tap?
Yeah, you can use it by tap.
Yeah, I'll do it by tap. I'll have a lot more enhancement that way.
There's the spice.
Yes.
That's where the spice is.
You want that spice to flow.
It must.
2, 3, 4. 4 successes with fundamentals to
Yeah.
To-
you
to
you
s-
find that lingering energy and scrub it and basically peel away those neurotic entanglements.
I got
Probably-
12 to come through a code and make sure that trap's about to blow back.
None that you can find.
I could probably do that
it-
with psychometry.
maybe.
Yeah. It is. She is as clean as she can be.
Okay, so I just kind of like, as much as I can communicate with her in this form, like, I'm going to reconnect you so you can speak with the other side area.
Yes. Yes. Thank you.
I'm Alex, by the way, and then I start putting her system back together, or putting her arbiter together.
Thank you, Alex. Yeah. So yeah, you connect the I/O ports, and there is a long silence as Sideria and Akiva kind of like they like disengage their bodies. And clearly there's like your like EM sense, like, oh, there's a whole lot of communication going on. Like they have entered into a communication.
Alex also shuts down, but only because they're very upset and tired from what just happened.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not getting in the middle
put-
of that.
You did.
Yeah, we're both kind of just
We
like.
all did very well.
I'm ready. I
Yeah.
supplied the blankies. And blankies for everybody to
Oh,
wrap around
yes,
themselves.
yes,
Like,
thank you.
here's cocoa.
Ooh.
We all get mug cocoa.
As far as operations go, this was a resounding success.
Clean, I'd say. Well,
Very
we
clean.
planned the fuck out of it, so I'm glad it went well. I mean, despite the...
Took a little longer.
Well, I'm glad we were able to improvise when we found the little squid monster. That was weird.
That's this guy. This
What a
thing
butthead.
loves traps.
Well, it's good to know. It's good that we
We're going to
know.
introduce them to a
And
really
I,
good one.
So-
I forgot to
Yeah.
mention that squid thing. It was an active relay. So whatever if that thing is with all of them, that means it's actively controlling all of them. It's an active control remote.
Oh.
Oh.
That's how it's able to keep
Now
the
that's-
pressure.
Now that's interesting. Because,
But interesting.
I mean, if we get close enough,
If we can get your hands on one, that
Spoof it.
means you can network.
It's
You
true.
can figure out where it's at.
well, we can also, if it's made of biological matter, that makes reaching it that makes it kind of easier for us.
Yeah.
No, but it's using biotech as the interface. Unless it's inhabiting something, it's not going to be biological.
Wait, it was that
No.
plant thing?
Well, what I'm saying
Yes,
is
that
the
Damn
plant.
it.
I wouldn't even call it a plant. I can't even describe it. To
No,
you.
what I'm saying is,
You don't have it, so you can't.
as our
analyze it.
we have methods. If that thing is a direct line, we have methods to follow that back,
Yes,
or
absolutely.
do stuff with it,
100%.
or do it on scale.
Yes,
We were going to have to rescue more of them, so maybe
but it also
fair
means
shot.
it gives me a better understanding of if it's web, like what its reach is. Like that's how it's able to control and keep these Sideria under its thumb for so long, is because it's actively networked with them by using a biokinetic,
Webs,
just like
yeah.
a telepath would connect multiple minds together.
Well, in this case, I'd say the biotech is a weakness on its side
Okay.
because
Now it can be exploited. I'll tell you
yeah.
that.
well, there's a lot of options we have now that we know that it's there, and that's its method of control. I can also walk back along our friend's core if we want to get a direct connection to the gent himself, because I can.
It's true. I did scrub it clean though.
It doesn't matter. My psychometry doesn't
You
care
look back
about
into its
what
past,
was
right?
there. I walk back to the past. If it touched it, I have a
No,
connection to
that's
him.
entirely viable. No,
So
you're right.
I could have a connection to every Sideria if I wanted to, which gives us at least some
You all right, Vega?
I think I'm ready for the comfy couch
to the.
and
You can go right to the
relaxing,
comfy couch.
happy videos.
I think they're going to be talking for at least 30 minutes.
They'll get us when they're ready. Let's
Yeah.
go.
Let's go get
Let's
comfortable.
Go
go.
relax.
Yes.
I'm gonna take off my fucking armor.
I retrieve the cats.
Yes.
Yes.
I
Kitties.
put one
I
in your
will.
lap
I will
and
go.
take
You
the
guys
other one
relax.
to get
I'm
on
gonna
me.
go. I'm still up,
I'll
so I'm
put
gonna
it
go
in my
man
lap.
the bridge. I'm just gonna keep an eye out on everything.
That is, I know that's how you relax.
Plus lovely silence.
It makes me feel like I'm in control for just a little while.
I know a lot of people who have to patrol to relax.
Yep.
I'm gonna have a hard time relaxing knowing there's more of them that need to be rescued.
No, just
I
think
know.
of the kitties right now.
All we need, actually, all we need is it. Get rid of it, and they can all be fixed very quickly.
Well, we have
at least- Yes.
if he is within system, if he is near us, we have a line to him now.
Yeah, he has to be.
He touched it. He touched that core. He had to have. Something applied that core and something. I can jump.
He's got to have a facility to make the biotech.
So we got him. At least we will be able to get at him. Wait, them. I don't know how gender works for them. If they need them, why would they?
No,
Nope.
them is not really
Them.
viable.
Works for me.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, I'll need some time to think on it, and let's cool off, figure out what they want to do. But I'm gonna have a think about how to jump my way over to our Doyen friend and
Yep.
at least get a look at him. I mean, he might see me in the process, but fuck him.
Well, this thing definitely deserves the cage.
Oh, he's gonna get the cage.
Yeah, you guys definitely take some time to relax. Eventually, Akiva, in his embodied form, comes into your rest area. It's just like, okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
No,
you.
That was.
That's
They were. It was bad. They were not. Yeah.
Are they okay now?
they're as good as they can be. Whatever you did, I mean, they're minds as we are minds as much as you are, and I we don't have frame of reference for I guess what scions can do a lot, but whatever you did was a miracle. She's as it's going to take some time for her to process everything, but she's talking, she's recounting, she's mad.
Good.
Rightly so.
She is
Yeah.
very, very angry.
Those are better emotions than the ones
Yeah.
that were initially.
Very reasonable.
Sorry. It's been a long time, longer for us than it has been for you that we've been talking with her. Do you have questions? Well, that might be a better way to parse it.
What information have you gotten about the facility or the Doyen or anything that caused this to happen?
If I can describe it as anything, it was like a religious conversion.
That makes sense.
She described when it happened, it was like she was talking with another, and it's like the scales fell away from her eyes and she saw that there was a being greater than any from the Confederation, greater than any Sideria or mechanical life, a being that could touch them in their fundamental truth,
And gave her a place and a purpose.
place and a purpose and conviction, and wrapped her up in purpose and fear, and just became the only thing that they could do was obey, to fall in line, to become part of the plan.
Not to be callous, but I'm assuming based on what you just said that this was done remotely from a Sideria to Sideria.
Yeah. Yes, her infection happened remotely, but she eventually, she said that she went to, I don't know the exact system, but she gives a number of the system that's essentially like at the. So the system that you guys came into is System 8.
Yeah.
It's basically about as far from System 8 as possible,
Okay.
where the home system is, which was where she was given what she described it as her vestment.
Is that her armor? That the guy?
Yes.
Her
Yeah.
lattice?
That there was an egg, an egg womb that birthed it, and then she was
Biotech.
her core was wrapped in it, and she felt a communion, a permanent, lasting communion with the being.
We've been able to suss out that this biotech acts as a direct remote to it. So all of the Sideria that are infected and have this thing on them, it's in direct control of them probably anytime it wants to be.
Yeah, so they're able to pass the contamination, and then they are brought to where this thing is to make it permanent.
So how long ago was this particular Sideria taken out of?
5 years.
Okay. I need to know that for time
That's
scale.
great.
Yeah, when did the explosion happen? When did the star get destroyed?
About 10 years.
Okay.
So I can reach back that far. It's just I'll need to prepare a little bit.
Yep.
But I can get us to his doorstep.
He goes over to like kind of a terminal, and so we were able to sort of access her visual memories.
That'll help.
And he kind of like brings up an image of it is essentially kind of like this large, like very uprooted, like this is all clearly part of what was once a larger structure, mostly of stone. And there's like overgrowth around it, so it's kind of like a courtyard, where there's this open courtyard. There are like a couple of obelisks, like most of them are like partially destroyed, and what closest in your cultural understanding maps to a ziggurat, wherein this kind of multi-limbed, insectoid-looking creature is sort of perched on a throne, and has like lines of living material like creeping down the ziggurat, where at the base this egg womb is instantiated.
Is that one of the bodies of the harvesters?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, that it's inhabited, one of them.
That makes sense.
Yep.
He says, "This is the God King."
What admittedly, a very effective setup. Interesting they chose it, though. I would think they'd be above such a thing.
We don't know much about their personalities or their culture or anything,
Or
so
maybe he just
I
thinks
don't
it-
know why they like to go about doing it like this.
I guess maybe they just dig the aesthetic. I don't know.
It could be.
Maybe he likes thrones. Maybe he likes having a button sitting on things. I don't know. Either way, we can walk this. I can walk back right up to that body if we need to, and if we can get close enough.
We gotta do it.
Now, there is a problem. If he has those, he can probably tell them to themselves pretty much all at once.
Yeah, no, there was definite.
So we would either need. So there might be a kill switch. We don't know.
Also, from what...
So just an assassination won't work.
No.
Yeah, I don't even know if he has to tell them. I think if they...
But we have to break them away before we can even do any kind of ideological change.
We've got to almost do a nomadic jamming signal, like a actual legitimate, like something that breaks that connection between whatever biotech he's got to have on him and it, because he's probably got something to interface with all of them.
Somebody give me an empathy roll.
Ooh, hello.
Oh, not me.
I'm actually pretty good at that. Surprising.
I can give it a shot. Cunning?
Sure.
Only if intellect applies.
I can smart at it.
2.
3.
If you block the signal, they're still psychotic and suicidal.
Yeah. We
Like-
need to.
Like, if they stop hearing the voice of their god,
They'll probably lose it. Yeah. So
If we,
I think we need to figure out a mass, some sort of way to do what we just did on mass, which is
either do it on that mass or spoof the signal from it
and hold it steady.
Hold them steady while we
Yeah.
go
You
through.
take
While-
that. You take that piece of technology over while we deal with it, and
That
getting
is-
it out of that. We either get,
And then while you're holding the signal, maybe we can.
We can just bring them
transmit.
home and you can start fixing
Yeah.
This is going to require an amount of effort and psi like we've never. Like I don't even know if what we're saying is a thing that can be done, but we have to try at least.
It's nobody should have to live like that.
Oh
That
no,
is
no, we
awful.
can't. We can't let this. We can't let this stand.
give me a technology roll.
you're good at that.
Cunning?
This one's got to be intellect.
Gotta be intellect. Okay, fine. Occasionally, I have to
You have
have
to put
do a
some data.
brain.
Hey, you rolled pretty well.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So you're looking at the device and like kind of understanding what it is. You think that it's probably that the lattices are come from the womb, so they are intimately connected to it. So it probably does whatever it does through the womb.
Okay.
So you think if you could get your hands on that, you might be able to heal through the
that.
network.
That's a good idea.
Take it
Then we
over,
can, get to the womb
So,
and
But if we
basically.
we can't kill him outright though, because that would probably kill the womb.
maybe is it attached to him?
You see like there are like bio wires
Okay.
going down from the
But
ziggurat.
it's
So
still
we could
separate
do that
from.
first.
We would have to take it and then get him under control, get it under control somehow.
We've already been disconnecting and reconnecting IOs from input outputs from things.
Sure.
We could
It's just we need to get it faster. We have one shot
be
to
very
get.
quick.
We have
Yeah.
one shot. Well, we don't have one shot. We have. I can figure it. We can get timing down. Like I can think about it.
Take it, then start going after it. If we're aggressive enough, you take it over. We hammer that thing. It forces it out of the body because it feels it's in danger. It can't teleport. And then once it's out of the body, we can get it into the trap.
So we have to be present.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
we've got to be
definitely.
there.
We have to get.
We have to be there.
We'll have to be there for it.
Well,
I
Well,
need to be
no,
there.
it'd be too much.
How
We
gonna
could
get
probably
it
do
if we're not
some of
there?
this remotely, like fixing them, but we'd have to be closer. But it would be a contest against you versus it.
Right.
forcing it out of that and into the trap, I guess.
Well, I was thinking more of the womb, of like forcing the control of the womb.
Oh,
If I,
that
Yeah.
could actually probably be something. If I could take control of it the way I do the ships or the cubes, and then you could do what you do from there. We could be linked, and you.
Yeah,
could
I was
use
just
it.
thinking.
Yeah.
That is definitely a plan, but it will definitely know that you're doing
Yes.
something with it.
Yeah.
And that's why we have to be there present
Lose
to
that
fight
surprise.
it, so it's
Yeah.
distracted enough,
So it
it's
doesn't
worried
get
enough,
any
so it
commands.
doesn't. Because unfortunately, I think it's just going to be you're amazing.
No, it's fast. It's I don't
Yeah.
know what it can do.
No,
It's probably
no,
better.
it's right. We got to go there. We just got to go there,
Yeah,
and we can
two-prong it.
Also, we're. It's really really cool that we can get 1 billion kilometers out, but like nothing's gonna make it better than just us being there holding it, like the imminent and physical threat.
And we need, and also it gives us the opportunity to actually capture it, because if we do it remotely,
We
even
have
if we're completely successful,
No, we need it in that
then
trap.
it can start doing other things while we are trying to get to it.
Get to
Yep.
it.
Do
Yeah,
we want to let the other Sidereal... We want to keep them in the loop, right?
Oh,
Because
absolutely.
at least she...
Oh, well, we're
they-
going to need their help.
vengeance.
Well, to get that far...
Actually,
Or is
maybe.
that...
No. Let me think.
We have to think. We need to think more on this. We
That's
can't.
fair. We're going
We need to.
very fast and not...
I need to. But yeah, I'm gonna. First thing I can get us. I mean, it doesn't really matter if I can actually get a sensory connection to the asshole at this point. We know where he is.
He probably hasn't moved, probably, but I want to confirm that. And like,
That said, sensory input on the asshole might help because it probably has it loves traps, and I'm sure.
Well, that's true.
I'm sure laser grid vestments aren't the only thing it has up.
It's true. I mean, if I can walk along his timeline, if I can get to his timeline, I can basically gain a connection and learn about literally every item he's made in the last decade. And we can at least have a list of what bullshit he's shat out of that thing.
So you have a better idea what to be prepared for.
so
Oh, that's
using
gonna be a long
the
reach.
Siderias are both a blessing and a curse. There's a good and bad thing. Good thing because there's going to be a lot of resistance. Bad thing because then it leaves them vulnerable.
What if
They're
he
the
could?
vulnerable
closer
till
we
you're close
get.
to it,
What if
yeah.
he can? What if
Yeah.
he can corrupt them with a thought? Like, what if he's good enough at this point to like just fling one out and just ice one of them
She was corrupted
with a
remotely.
thought?
Yeah.
You know, essentially.
That's one, or just straight up, you can straight up kill a living being with basically a thought. It can potentially do the exact same thing to an electronic being.
And if
Oh,
it's
yeah.
and if it's feeling
Definitely.
particularly spiteful, it might just murder them all
But
if
Yeah.
it feels like it's in danger, which is my.
why we need to...
that's this feels like the mother of all covert missions.
Yeah, we have to be real quiet on this, otherwise a lot of innocent Siderias are going to die.
Yeah.
It's just going to it overcomplicates absolutely everything involving it.
Yeah. Well, that's why we're the best.
That's also why we're not alone in this.
Yep. I'm sure the network will have some ideas of what they would like to do about this.
If I was in their position, I would definitely want to be included on
Akiva,
this.
Could you ask the Siberia to trust us for this operation because of the risks we just discussed of them being anywhere close to it?
I think it's going to require some back and forth.
That's fine.
I am tapped into their deliberations, and they are very, very angry. I mean, it's one thing to kind of know that your kind are but to have a first-hand account, they are
Yeah.
not happy. They are very angry, and they
that's-
want to do something.
It's kind of interesting actually for beings like you, because since data to you is pristine, they could actually literally relive her memories as if they were her if they wanted to.
What a night.
Yes.
So
Interesting.
I understand why they're feeling very strongly.
Yeah, so feeling very strongly, they're going to want to do something about
Yeah.
this.
No,
I'm sure whatever help
absolutely.
they can survive.
Something will be done.
Something will be done, and I have an idea of something that we will need their help with, even if they aren't on the ground with that thing initially. We're going to need defense and
Distraction.
distraction, and something preventing it using
We may even.
Siderias against us.
I hate to say it because I know we all desperately want to go home. This may become a slightly protracted campaign, because if you can we can free a few more of them.
Oh, if we pull this one more time, I think he'll just kill them all and run.
Yeah.
It'll either
That's
kill them
true.
all and
No,
run,
you would really
or,
have to- point.
That's what I would do.
or come
Yeah.
for all of us.
And
Because once a fluke, twice,
That's
no.
what, well, let me put it this way. That's what my father would do, and I'm just gonna put this God King asshole in his, and just assume that the worst thing that I can think of, he'll do it. So
Because they are cowardly.
Yep,
I guess
you're not wrong.
really what I'm asking for is let's not do anything rash out of anger.
No, they're patient.
Touched
They're
one
all
once and it
geniuses, so-
freaked
Yeah.
out.
So yeah, we'll probably have to talk that out
Through this.
as we sort of figure out what we're doing.
I think we need to. I know we're close, but I'd like to get farther away.
Okay, I can get underway.
I think we need to be a little farther away, at least back into the central core. I want some more distance, just so we have buffer of time.
Yeah, my ability to walk timelines goes out to 50
Okay.
light years, like nothing. So that should
Yeah, that gets you all the way over there,
get me at least.
especially at the center, because
Yeah, we should.
we have done something and something drastic, and they're going to know we've captured it, which means expect a response.
Yeah.
We do not know what that response will look like.
Yep.
And with that, we end this episode of Trinity Continuum Messiah.
We did it.
Yay!
And now we have even larger problems.
Yay! All right. Well, thank you guys for playing. Thank you out there for watching. If you'd like to support the show and the channel, go to patreon.com/Simulacra Studios.
It's good.
Cool.
Give
It's
them
a
your
good
money.
place. Give me a little bit of money. You get access to a Discord.
Very
You can
affordable.
chat with all of us and everybody else who's done one of these things.
We're so nice.
and maybe even play with us. Opportunities abound.
Lots of games.
All right. See you guys next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye.